Alright, this video is going to show the quality of the SJ4000 action camera as being used as a dash cam. Now, this is the SJ4000 Wi-Fi edition, and I'm just going to show you quickly how to set it up as a dash cam, or how I set it up as a dash cam. You can actually do it different ways as well. So, the kit comes with these things and a whole lot more when you order it. This is a just generic flexible tripod with a quick release on it, cheap quick release. So the camera actually goes in here. You can see the top has that little notch where that light is. And you can see it has tripod mounts on the top and the bottom of this what's called it's like a skeleton frame for action cameras. And then what you do is you take this that comes with this tripod, and if you were going to mount it how I had it mounted, which is on the rear view visor or on the passenger side visor or on the rear view mirror, you would just go ahead and screw this into the top of the camera. Get that nice and tight. And then what you can do is it just easily slides in there. And you would hang it. And these legs curl in whatever, just however you need them to curl around a rear view mirror, or like I said, on the visor. You can also buy suction cup mounts if you want to just suction cup mount it to your windshield. Those are pretty cheap as well. The cell phone holders will actually hold these cameras. They're pretty light, so that makes it really easy. And when you get out of your vehicle, so no one's tempted to steal it, you just press this little button in the back and it slides right out. So you can either pull the tripod down or leave the tripod up. All it's going to be is a little cheap tripod. But this gives access to all the buttons, all the functions on the camera. So unlike it would in like a waterproof case, so it makes it easier. The SJ4000 is actually an action cam. It's there's been comparisons to it with the GoPro. Now, there are some cheaper cameras out there that look just like this one and claim to be action cams, and they actually go by, some of them go by SJ4000 as well, but most of those you won't see the SJ cam, and I actually have some links below the video that will take you directly to this version. They're sold by SJ Cam through Amazon as Prime shipping. You can see it has really good reviews on it as well. So those are some things to be aware of. The duplicates of these actually have, like, if you remember the old webcams, they have cheap camera sensors in those that the video ends up looking like those old cheap webcams did. So the quality is really bad on that. So now we'll go ahead and take a look at the driving video that I have here. This is both day and night. So this is first one here is driving down a 4-lane road on a clear day. You can see the no clouds above. It's a clear blue sky. 4-lane with a turning lane in the center. Most cameras would perform well, but it does show how clear and how wide of an angle this is. Like I said, this is mounted on my sun visor on the passenger side. Now here you can see how the camera adjusts to the change in light conditions as I'm driving under the trees. There's the shade, and then it comes back into the sun quickly, and some cameras have issues adjusting. Like when you go into the shady areas, it gets really dark because it's adjusted for the bright areas, and then by the time it adjusts to the shady area, it gets really bright when you come back into the bright areas where the sun is, because it's taken a while to adjust. You can see this camera adjust pretty quickly. You can barely tell the difference. It just kind of keeps an equal amount of lighting throughout the shady areas and the light areas. There's no overexposure going on. Alright, now we're going to show how the camera performs at night. Most cameras have problems, but this one seems to adjust well. Just like it did during the daytime, going through the shade, it adjusts well to the lighting of the street lights and things like that. You can actually read most of the signs, like you can read the stop signs, and you can pretty much make out the street signs as well. In this part, you can see the license plates on some vehicles may cause a glare if they're close to the same level as your headlights. And then here, this license plate is clear without glare, and it's just a little bit higher than the license plates that did have a glare. So that's a quick demo of the SJ4000 Wi-Fi as a dash cam in both day and nighttime conditions.